Hello, welcome to the Comic Bros Authority podcast. My name is Andre, and with me today is the light of my life, Jackie.
Oh, everybody's bestie, Jackie.
Everybody's bestie. How many you got now?
You know what, baby? It doesn't matter because you're my fave. Just don't tell them.
Okay, you know what? Then I won't put you in my top 8.
You know what? I already know what my top 4 would be, but I'm not telling anybody.
Fuck. Damn, I really want to. Okay, then at least tell me what would your song be? Your MySpace song.
Oh, what would my MySpace song be? You're going to put me on blast. Well, it would be definitely a Tupac song because that's just me.
Would you have like the pink glitter and everything?
The pink glitter? Oh my God, I would customize the fuck out of that. How would we be so smart with that? And then I try to turn on my fucking tablet and I'm just like, how do I?
What's going on?
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? I had like, I was like talented at that age. And then I don't know. I got a man, and then I just lost all brain cells.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
It's a side effect of being in a relationship.
Oh yeah. Well, welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So today, I know it's been a couple weeks since our last show came out. Don't worry, we still have things in the works. It's all good. It's all dandy.
Don't panic.
Do not fret. But today we are going to be talking about Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Rivera and Celia Moscote.
Ooh, love the way you said her name, even though it's probably accurate, but you know.
I try to do justice to mi familia, mi gente latino. Just like the great Jennifer Lopez said.
Oh my God. What is it like a tortilla? What did she say? Tortilla and cheese rolled up or whatever? Or
oh no, ham and cheese
there
on
you
a
go,
roll.
sorry, on a roll
With an orange drink.
If you know, you know.
That's all like me and my brother said when we went to New York.
Oh my God.
Every time we stepped in a bodega, we looked at each other and we go, ham and cheese on a roll.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
I bet you if you would have tried to say that to somebody at a bodega, they would have told you to get the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
I heard New York people don't play.
Oh, no. New Yorkers, yeah, they don't play about anything.
Like, even like as sarcastic as I am, I know the first time I go to New York, I'm going to have to like watch it because they will.
You probably fit in.
Oh, would I?
I think so.
Oh, thanks. I find my people.
Yeah. But speaking about New York, guess where Juliet in the book comes from?
Oh, that was a good transition, wasn't it? That was totally planned. Wink, wink. See, yapping takes us places.
It really does. Yeah. So Juliet Takes a Breath is by these two creators, Gabby Rivera, who I have only heard of when she jumped on the Miss America title for Marvel Comics.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. I didn't know that when I came across this book, because, you know, I've been taking your advice. I'm like, let me look into, you know, the writers. And then when I looked into who wrote this, I was like, oh, Andre will be impressed.
I'm not impressed with every superhero thing.
I mean, I mean, if she's like LGBTQ, maybe.
Oh yeah, I fucks hard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to impress you. You just have to just let me try, okay?
And you know what? You have. Thank you.
We can end this podcast now. That's all I wanted.
The whole like reason I created this podcast was to get all you guys into reading. Because I need to talk to someone about comics.
More like hold us accountable for reading, because like,
you want to say you guys are comic book readers, read a fucking book.
No,
read a comic book,
that's
please.
what I mean. Yeah, like you obviously know that, like, you know, your closest friends love to read, but it's just prove it. Literally prove it. And
yeah, go buy a book, come back and tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, there was a good point because, like, you know, like I said, I think a couple shows ago, I've been a comic reader for like 10 years, but there was a good period where I wasn't like touching a fucking book.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
that happens to me too.
Yeah, so then, but now that, like, you know, I'm back on it, like, I am not stopping.
Honestly, like, once you get going, once you start, it is so fucking addicting.
It's thrilling.
Yeah, because you want to know more.
It's just like it's like a drug, because you're just like, I gotta finish.
Yeah.
I want more. And what's so fascinating about us talking about reading is the main character in this, she loves being in a library.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
love that.
So how did you stumble upon this book?
So originally I was looking for something for Pride Month in June. So I was just like, oh, let me not let Andre do all the work for this podcast. Let me not be a pillow queen on this podcast.
Oh my God.
So I was just doing my research, and then I just kind of just stumbled upon this, and I was reading a little bit about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just start reading it. Let me not go too crazy with research, because I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a very indecisive person.
Oh no, I didn't know at all.
So like I'm just like, let me stop overthinking and just start it. And once I did, I was just like, okay, yeah, I got it. I just have to keep with this, you know? And there's so many themes to this story. And I just, I knew it was something me and you could connect with on different levels for sure. So,
Yes.
like from the get-go.
Yeah. She wrote it as a book first, right?
Yes. And then they did it in
graphic
novel. Yeah. And
yeah.
I'm glad they did, because this artwork is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, which I have never heard of this book before. It was completely brand new to me. And I was a little hesitant, like, getting into it, because I was like, oh, is this, like, am I really the target audience for this?
I can see why you would think that. I mean, I know there's probably something you can't relate to, like, fully, but I know that I know you have an understanding, and I feel like it is something that, like, is very LGBTQ friendly.
Yeah.
Because one of the topics it touches on is our different fights, you know? So that's what I was really enjoying. And there's even fights that maybe I'm not aware of or you're not aware of, and that's why it's just good just to be, like, informed. So I thought it was very informative. So
I completely got that from this book.
Yeah.
So one of the books that I always recommend to my friends is this book called Gender Queer, and it's a memoir by May Kabobe. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It was published by Oni Press, and it has the Stonewall Honor Book on it with the little insignia on it. And this was such a great book to read when you're trying to understand, queer culture and this whole new movement and what we talk about, when it comes to, like, pronouns and everything. I know that is more of, like, a recent thing that it caught in the mainstream, and everyone's talking about it, whether it's positive or negative. But this book really dives into it and the difference between sex and gender, and how those roles can play into your identity. So this is a book I always recommend if you want to, like, get into understanding. And I think it'll be a nice pairing with this book, specifically because one of the themes of this book of Juliet Takes a Breath is self-identity, and finding out who you are and where you belong in the world.
Oh, and I can't wait to get into that. But I would absolutely love to read that book. So I am stealing it from you on my way out.
Yes, you will.
I'll leave a quarter at the door.
Please. That goes to Max's kibble.
It should go to my therapy for him always trying to attack me, but that's another story for another day. But it's just so it's so funny, because even Juliet, as somebody who is straight up lesbian, she was just like, pronouns. She was like, what do you it is, because like you said, it's like a new, I don't know if it's a new concept, because I feel like in a way those pronouns have always been there. I feel like now it's just having more of, like, awareness and identity to it, not trying to sound like a oxymoron or whatever, but like, I think it's just coming to, like, acceptance that, hey, it's not just black and white, and that's what Juliet is starting to see.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
I mean, so she read this, I guess it was, what was it? It's a book. Yeah. And she loves the author's work. And she ended up writing her, I think it was an email, not a letter, an email. Yeah. Basically, is like, wants to be her intern for college credits,
Yeah.
So she's straight up from the Bronx, and she's going to Portland, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was Portland.
Yeah. So, but before she leaves, she wants to tell her family that she is gay. So coming out is never what we expect, right?
It sure isn't.
Yeah. And oh God. Well, before that, even before that, like her getting harassed like on the bus.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
God. I was just like typical male.
Yeah. So basically, the story follows young Juliet. Is she like fresh out of high school?
Yes, she's fresh out of high school, and I believe her and her girlfriend are going to the same college, but her girlfriend is in DC on another internship.
Yeah, Young Democrats.
Yes, yes. So she's fresh out of college and she's ready to make this big move, but she knows that before she moves, not move, I'm sorry, I guess vacation or something, that she wants to come out to her family, and that's a hell of a way to leave town.
Dude, you're telling me
But but I kind of, in a way, that's kind of like smart, because it's like, well, be mad at me from a distance.
Deal with this big news while I'm across the country.
Yeah.
So Juliet is a young woman fresh out of high school wanting to intern after reading this book called Raging Flower: Empowering Your Pussy for Empowering Your Mind. So it was written by this woman, Harlow Brisbane. She is this feminist author that Juliet takes a liking to. And yeah, you're right. She does write her a letter saying, I want to be your intern, and gets accepted pretty much immediately.
Yeah, so she's super excited about it because, it's a huge opportunity for, somebody from the Bronx, or, that's a huge opportunity for anybody, like writing your favorite artist and getting accepted.
Yeah.
I would be fucking over the moon.
Dude, yeah, I would feel the same way if if that happened to me.
But what do they say? Never meet
your
your
heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is such a big, important part of this book that I want to touch upon later on.
I didn't realize how many themes there were until I reread the actual book. And I was like, oh my God, like, I just grew to love this story even more,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when she came out to her family, oh God, it pissed me off so much.
Why is that?
Like the way they reacted. So she's like already, the anxiety is building up. And, she tells them, she's like, I was harassed on the bus. And I think her aunt was just like, that just means they like you. That, first of all, pissed me off because I've heard that before too.
Yeah.
It's not the same when they pull your hair,
Yeah.
It's like, we are not 5.
Exactly. You're a grown-ass adult. First of all, you shouldn't even be touching people.
Right? Especially like on the bus,
Yeah.
And she tries to like throw it in there. She's like, it's fine. I told him I was gay anyways. Kind of like setting the groundwork, the footwork or whatever, And they're like, oh, classic trick. And she's like, no, I'm a lesbian.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of like crickets.
Yeah.
And I like how her mom immediately was like, it's that fucking book, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that damn TV. It's that damn phone.
It's that damn video game.
Grand Theft Auto made me gay. I'm sorry, Mom. Oh, but it did break my heart to see how her mom reacted,
Yeah.
It was just, I know it was maybe her master plan. Let me say it before I leave, but to like leave on those, distant terms with your mother, it's hard.
Yeah.
Sad, so.
Especially if you're trying to tell them, but they just won't listen.
Oh, God.
The phrase that the mom keeps repeating throughout the book is that it's just a phase.
It's just a phase. And she's like, you've never had a boyfriend. Like, just if,
Oh my God.
When you have one, you'll see,
Yeah.
But that just comes to show you how a lot of people just have like an ass backwards way of looking at sexuality.
Yeah.
So.
You could blame it on a multitude of factors, but I think that, this is all like generational.
For sure.
Yeah. I had a similar, I'm just going to talk about my coming out story for a little bit.
Yes, I actually wanted to see if you'd be okay with that, and I meant to ask you beforehand, but I'm so glad you would like to. So please, go ahead.
Okay, so when I came out to my parents, it was about 15, but it was kind of crazy because when I did, I told my dad first, and my dad immediately was like, I gotta go to work. And he just took off, and I was like, okay, cool. And then my mom came in the room and she talked to me, and I told her, and she's like, are you sure you are? I was like, Yeah, and I think at this point I had already gone on a date with a guy that I had met online,
Mm-hmm.
but he was about a year older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there was this one time where she was just like, "Do you really want to like wake up and like kiss this rough, nasty skin of a man or a nice soft cheek of a woman?"
And you were like,
I was like,
actually,
I don't know. I kind of like beards."
yeah. You're like, I'll tell him to shave. It's fine.
And I like that, when I look at that journey of me, I can see this happening with Juliet over the course of the story.
Yeah, and it's just, even me as myself as somebody who's bisexual and like when it's such a oh God, such a double standard because when girls make out with each other, it's like we're just drunk, we're having fun.
Hmm.
But when guys do it, gay,
Gay.
But it took me a while to realize I'm like, oh no, I actually like this shit.
Yeah.
But if even to this day, I'm learning like how Juliet is learning that there's pronouns, different there's
Yeah,
different
there's
lifestyles to this,
yeah, lifestyles, different expressions of what you are and who you are.
expressions, yeah, and stuff that she didn't really maybe experience in the Bronx. And as somebody who, me growing up in Compton, Pedro, and Long Beach, I didn't really see that in Long Beach now more than ever. Yes,
Hmm.
but back then it wasn't really this. Pronouns was not a thing growing up.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But
I mean, besides the basic ones of
of
he,
course,
she,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, but I love how much we've progressed, and I felt like we were progressing with little Juliet here.
Oh yeah. What really got me was the beginning of when her grandmother was telling her and or talking to her and just
Mm-hmm.
saying, I love you no matter what. It reminded me of when I came out and my grandfather, who didn't speak English, he only spoke Spanish. Rest in peace, Grandpa. He had like this same reaction that the grandmother had in here. So I was like, oh,
Oh,
it just reminded me of my grandpa.
that's so sweet. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, she was. Her reaction was just cute. And she's like, I don't care if you're gay or if you shave your hair. Which I didn't realize that was setting up something later on in the
Yeah.
book. It's nice to have wholesome reactions like that. I haven't
Yeah.
fully come out to my family, so if they ever listen to this, surprise!
Surprise. Glad you did it on the pod.
Right? I'm like, I've
Wait, does your mother ever, or have you ever tried to get her to listen to the podcast?
I told her I was doing a podcast. The way she responded one time, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a podcast. She's like, oh, you're gonna do your little podcast. I'm like,
Oh my God.
I know she means no harm about it,
Yeah.
but I will, tell her. For me, I was just like, oh, I'll wait until I bring a girlfriend around, but I'm just like, you know what? I'll tell her when I tell her. But I did tell my sister when we were drunk, and my sister loves me and accepts me,
Mhm.
So I think my mom would kind of be shocked at first. She'll probably give her a little spiel, blah, 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 and be like, oh, yeah. But I know at the end of it, if she wants me around, she's going to accept me. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I could be doing way worse things, Mom.
Exactly. That's what I always say. Like, literally, like, this is the worst that could happen. I could literally
you could be doing crack.
I could literally be doing crack.
Yeah, I could be doing, so Mom be happy. I'm not
And
doing crack.
crack's fucking addicting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could be doing that. But guess what, Mom? Your boy pays his taxes.
So her getting at least the love from her grandma, I'm sure that was a little reassuring. And then her brother too.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was such a wholesome little kid,
Yeah, he is. I like the capture for him that he's pretty smart.
He is pretty smart. Yeah. And he's such a little nerd too. So,
yeah.
But
what did you think of her mentor, Harlow Brisbane? Like, first impressions of who Harlow is. What was that like for you?
Very hippie for me. And
Yeah.
like, I get what she was trying to she's trying to power of the pussy, which, I wholeheartedly agree. But there was just some things in there that I'm like, I don't know if that's necessary for me to like have empowerment as a woman. Do you know what I mean? And they kind of do go into that where it's not just about, syncing our periods,
Yeah.
just, I don't know. It was questionable of her at first. Maybe it's just because I don't really relate to those type of
those types of people.
People, yeah, respectfully,
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it.
She seemed wholesome at first, but that's what they say. Don't meet your heroes,
Yeah.
So,
So for those of you who don't know, Harlow Brisbane is a white lady.
a white
White,
lesbian artist,
yeah,
writer,
white lesbian writer who is obviously super feminist because of the I mean, you can guess from the title.
Raging flower, empowering your pussy and empowering your
pussy.
mind, by empowering your mind. I think she means well, but she has a lot to learn.
Yeah.
And
even though she's an older woman, she still seems like she does, or it's almost like it's kind of an ignorance, because one of the characters, Maxine, later on talks about how this isn't the first time this happens, and she keeps doing things like this.
Oh, she puts her on check.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it comes to show you that, like, obviously, we are the LGBTQ community, but we have different struggles.
Yeah.
What you go through, I won't always understand, and vice versa, We shouldn't act like we have the answer to everything. Sometimes it's all about literally, like, shutting the fuck up and listening.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what they wanted her to do, and they wanted to show that it was more than just, love your period, love your flow. Like,
yeah, it's listening to the struggles of people who are marginalized.
Exactly. Because, there is that white privilege.
Oh, yes.
There's white privilege in every community, So I think it was all about her needing to check her privilege. She doesn't have the same struggles, and we're not saying we all need to be on the struggle bus, but I think they wanted empathy from her, and she lacked it without realizing it.
Yeah.
So that's what it came to. But poor Julia, in the midst of, like, all this, going to Portland, she's like, why the fuck isn't my girlfriend responding to me?
Oh my God, her girlfriend. That I have words for her.
I have plenty of words for her, because I'm just like
how you gonna leave your girlfriend hanging like that for days on end without responding?
And she's already freaking out because she came out to her family. Was her name Lainey?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. She came out to her family and she's freaking out, and it's just like, and poor girl already has asthma too. So she's like,
yeah,
she can't breathe. So just like, I could feel her kind of like, she's like, why is she ghosting me at a very important moment for different reasons? One, I'm doing this internship, and two, like, just came out to my family. It's a big fucking deal,
Yeah.
But what were your thoughts about Harlow?
I knew exactly who she was going to be when I first read her. I don't think I've ever encountered a person like that in real life, but I think I've seen enough media to know that this woman exists somewhere along those lines. I knew exactly who she was going to be when the moment happened later on in the book.
Right.
When she wants to project herself as this white savior.
Oh, God. I have encountered people like that, unfortunately. And, like, I feel like I love to see the best in people. And maybe it is, like, I don't want to say it's such a girl thing, but, like, I love to see the best in people. I'm like, oh, no, they mean well, this or that. And then there's people like you where you're just like, no, I see you for what you are.
Yeah.
But that's why we go together well and everything. But I love giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I have given people like that the benefit of the doubt. But, like, now I like to think that I kind of have, like, my, since I've had my experience, now I know what to look out for,
Oh, yes.
I had a feeling of where this was going to, but, I feel like we all have to encounter it the hard way.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So when Juliet goes out there, she meets, like, a full cast of characters.
She was not ready for that.
Yeah, she wasn't. And I bet it was, like, culture shock.
Hell yeah.
Because when you go from living in the Bronx to somewhere where there's, like, blue-haired baristas.
Right? And then she was like, where can I get a real fucking burger around here? Wait, you've been to Portland, right?
Yeah, I actually just went this last year, back in February.
When they were describing, I've never been to Portland, but when she was describing it, would you say it was pretty on point? Or, I mean, I know there's different areas to Portland, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, you would have to be in those areas of Portland,
right,
to see what she's talking about.
Gotcha.
So we didn't really get to see a whole lot of people because of snow and rain that was happening.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it exists there because, I mean, have you seen Portlandia?
Yes.
There you go.
There were certain times too where I was just like, okay, what I'm looking at right now is what she's Julia is like, wow, I've got to be the worst gay on the planet. Because there was even certain moments too when I was just like, what am I missing as a bisexual woman, you know?
I don't think you're missing anything.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, get the pronoun thing down and you're already like halfway there.
I do need to be better at pronouns. And it's not something that I'm just being ignorant about. It's just, I feel like kind of what Juliet is. It's all still a learning process.
Yeah.
You know, so I will respect anybody's pronouns as long as I know what they are. But it's definitely a culture shock for her, just even the people and, you know, the terms, the sexuality. And she was just like, pronouns, what the hell is a pronoun? You know?
Yeah.
And it was kind of cute to see that journey, because I feel like we have our own different gay journey, you know. And so now one gay journey is not similar, so so cute seeing baby Juliet go through this. Even though her and her mom are on the outs, it's still sweet to see her mom like, hello, you're not keeping me updated, you know. So that's exactly what is going on with Juliet here. But you know, she's thinking it's going to be a decent conversation, and then she's like, okay, enjoy this phase or whatever, you know. And she's like, God damn it. You know, it's kind of like take a shot for every time her mom says it's a phase. It's a phase.
Oh my God.
Poor baby, you know. So she's trying to get in the gist of being in this new town and under Harlow's wing, you know.
Yeah.
When she starts learning about her, you know, because I don't know if we talked, she's of Puerto Rican descent. I don't know if we said that. Yeah. She starts learning about her own like culture. Mm-hmm. And she's like, wait, why the hell haven't we heard about, her name is Lolita Lebron? She busted off shots in the House of Representatives yelling, Viva Puerto Rico Libre. And she's like, wait, why have I only heard about Walter Mercado and Jennifer Lopez? You know?
Yeah.
She's like, I never heard about, you know, people who were por la cultura, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just so nice to see her kind of learn about her culture, and then her falling for the librarian. Mm-hmm. I was so like, I was rooting for them.
I was rooting for them right when I saw her, because I was like, if your girlfriend has not texted you in days,
you're single.
You're single, girl.
Dude.
Like, don't fuck around.
Days. You got me fucked up.
And like, I get it. She like, that's her first girlfriend. It's puppy love and all of that. But it's like, girl, there is so much better out there.
Yeah.
Someone who's going to give you the time of day.
Yeah. Like, and you know, she's still like, obviously she's young. She's still exploring her sexuality. And like you said, it's that puppy love. Mm-hmm. And her falling for this cute little librarian and everything. I was like, what did I say in my fan fiction days? Shipping for them. I was shipping them. It was so cute just to see her go through that. But when she finally hears from Lainey, she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? You are single, Juliet.
Yeah. I mean, and Juliet, go ahead and look at every girl you want, because you deserve it, honey.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, looking is very normal.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's kind of funny because whenever she gets introduced to all of Harlow's friends and her community, mm-hmm. she's like crushing on every woman she sees.
Me. Pull up the U-Haul.
Oh, like that's how we went to Seattle.
Oh my God.
And we went to that bar with the unicorn.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Remember the woman that roasted you?
Oh yeah. I was in love with her.
And you stumbled over your words.
I did. I was talking. I was like, I was so like, and then when we walked away, you were like, what happened to you? I was like, I have no idea. And you know, it's so interesting because, you know, I was in a long-term marriage myself, and that's when I realized that I was bi. But there's that stigma, you know, for bisexual women and men, kind of like, once you're with that partner, so mm-hmm. you don't like women, so you don't like men, or you know, it's just like there's that stigma.
It's like being with someone with the opposite gender totally negates your sexuality.
And that's what I was struggling with for a while. I'm like, okay, so I'm married to a man. That means, and you know, because I'd hooked up with girls, but I'd never dated one. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not bi. Maybe, but it's bullshit. It was just based off of what other people were saying,
Yeah.
But
honestly, this shit's a spectrum.
It is a spectrum. It took me a while to realize that too, because, not everything is so black and white, like I said. And you could be with somebody for 10 years and not even realize that you do like the opposite sex.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like you always wanted to be with the other sex. It just happens. Dude, love is love,
Yeah, it sure is.
So love is love. So what I was thinking, random, or I don't know, I wouldn't say inappropriate, but when she was like masturbating on her period, I'm like, oh, Andre's gonna love that.
I mean, right from like the get-go, it talks about menstruation cycles.
Yeah.
And, being empowered by that, which I do feel like women need to hear that message. And I think it's just like people just need to stop with like the jokes and the taboo nature of a menstrual cycle. Like,
it shouldn't be taboo because it literally can be. It's not only debilitating like physically, but also mentally. I have gone through my worst depression spells because of it, and it's made me gain weight. It's made me lose weight. It's made me lose my appetite, have an over appetite. It's made me emotional, and I've thrown up over it, and it's like, it's not we're not just being bitches. Some of us are, but I take pride in that. But like, it's not just, we're not exaggerating.
Yeah.
And I think it should be an open conversation.
And speaking as a man, I will never know what that's like.
And you know what? They do say that when you guys get kidney stones, that's the equivalent to what we go through having cramps.
Oh yeah, no. No, I'm good.
I just want to Bluetooth it to you, just so you can see what it's like.
Just give me like 5 seconds of what it's like, and then I'm good for the rest of my life.
Oh my god. Okay, deal.
Okay, back to the book.
Back to the book.
No, when she started masturbating while she was on her period, that's when it took me back. I was like, wait a minute, like, is that okay? Because I have a thing about blood.
So they say, okay, so when you masturbate on your period, it's supposed to help with your cramps. Personally speaking, it never helped me with my cramps, but whatever.
Yeah.
But it is okay, and it is if the guy, girl, whoever you're sleeping with is okay with it too, you can have sex on your period. It just makes it a little messy, so just be considerate.
Yeah.
Just be mindful and everything. But they do say that there's a lot of benefits when you do masturbate on your period.
Okay.
But for me, I just roll over and go to bed because I'm like, I can't do this.
Well, the more you know, because I never even knew that.
Yeah, they do. Like I said, didn't help me, but I do think it is beautiful of her getting in touch and to know her body. I feel like that's important, not just as a woman, but for anybody.
Oh yeah.
I once read, I was reading this smut fan fiction one time, and I once read that if you don't know how to get yourself off, how the hell are you going to expect anybody else to know how to get you off?
Yeah.
So I was like, I love that.
Oh yeah, I'm pro masturbation for everyone.
Me too.
Just masturbate to your heart's content,
I love the different characters she's meeting. Like you brought up, Maxine goes by she, they, and she was just like, oh, I've met somebody who goes by they,
Yeah.
It's still like a culture shock after another. But I think what was super cute was when she found out that they were poly, and she's like, you guys are okay with that? She's like, what are you, how? She's like, basically like, I'm not okay. Like, I couldn't do that. And they're like, honey, that's you.
Yeah.
She's like, it's okay,
Yeah.
So I remember going through my different culture shocks too. But it's all learning experience, and you grow to love it, you know? So it's super cute. If they ever make this a movie, I would love to see who they would have play Maxine. Like, because Maxine is serving.
Even though Maxine is biologically female, right?
Yes.
She's biologically female, but she's
Yes.
Masculine. Even though that's the case, I could kind of see, I don't know, she's kind of drawn to look like Shea Coulee from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Google her.
Oh, okay. I like that I have a tablet in
Well,
my hand. And
did you wait? Did you watch Ironheart yet?
I didn't finish it. Is she in that?
Yeah, she is. She's
interesting.
What's her name? Slug.
I thought you said slut. I was like, oh, cunty name for.
She's the one, the hacker chick and part of the thieving squad.
Oh, okay. So let me see.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, you are so on the money.
Yeah, right?
I love. Okay. So now, if they ever make this a movie, which I hope they do, we are going to pitch that.
Yeah.
When Harlow gets put in her place by Maxine because she was trying to be a white savior.
Yeah.
Around those girls, you know? Mm-hmm. At first, I was kind of like, what is she mad about? I didn't.
It's the way that Harlow said it.
Exactly. And I came to realize that too. Because at first, even I was kind of like, wait, what's. And then I was like, oh, okay. It is the way she said white savior complex.
Yeah. Like white savior. Like I know better. And, while, queer people of color are, misrepresented, I guess Harlow was trying to make it seem like they're so far below.
Yeah. God, like basically I'm over here and they're over here. Like, yeah, exactly. And that's when it was explained, I was like, oh, wait, that is kind of like, that is gross, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's when we really started to see those kind of like white savior complex come.
Yeah. And then it gets pretty bad when she does the ultimate sin, like a few pages down the line.
Oh, when she tries to make it seem like she rescued poor little
Juliet from the Bronx of the gangs and the violence and the drugs.
She couldn't wait to get out because she was just like, oh my goodness, you know, like basically she was like, she made it seem like Juliet was like, save me, Harlow, save me, you know?
You know what? To a point, I do feel like Juliet wanted that, but not from a racial point of view.
I think she just wanted to experience the world, but she didn't need saving. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She wanted to.
I think Harlow made it racist.
She made it racist, yeah. And, you know, there were people trying to kind of warn Juliet about how Harlow can be, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to learn for yourself. You know, but it is unfortunate the way it happened, you know, like she's already going through her breakup. She's going through her mom not being on board. And now she's going through somebody who she thought she idolized. Yeah, so Harlow embarrasses her. And immediately her cousin calls her. It's like her cousin knew Juliet needed help. It's the weirdest, that little, I mean, you would know it. I don't know. Have you and your brother ever had a twin telepathy type of thing?
Yeah. So, of course.
Yeah. I feel like her cousin knew she needed her in that moment, you know? And
she takes that trip down to Miami.
Yes. You know,
she has that conversation with her cousin about, just saying, hey, I'm gay.
Yeah. And I like how Juliet goes from one gay culture to another. Like she's just on a learning journey.
Honestly, I think it's about like where you feel the most comfortable and where you fit in, because those were two very different cultures that she was in Portland versus in Miami.
Yes, you said it perfectly. It is about finding where you fit in, because once again, even though we are a community, we all don't always blend.
Yeah.
And that's okay, as long as there's a respect to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is all about finding your people and your influences and finding your family, basically, you know?
And in this one, she was lucky enough to have an aunt who understood and a cousin who understood.
Her aunt, who she found out is bisexual.
Oh, yeah.
She was going through her identity crisis too, you know? Oh, man, identity crises are difficult because back in May, I had a health diagnosis where I found out can't have kids. And I'm still struggling with that identity crisis. But my mom was just like, it's not everybody. Your purpose isn't just to have kids, because there's nothing worse than being indecisive about wanting kids and then being told you can't have kids, you know?
Yeah.
So my mom was just like, find your purpose, be a great friend, be a great daughter, be a great, you know, auntie and all that. And she's like, if you want, she's like, you could still be a mother down the line, whether it's adopting or, you know, so forth. So when Juliet was going through her identity crisis, even though, mind you, different situations, I was like, I feel you, girl. I feel you. It is just all about finding people who make you feel like you do belong, you know?
Yeah. There's a line that Juliet says in the book after she goes and talks to her cousin. She says, I didn't realize that I had so much homo in my family.
You're like, same girl.
Yeah, no, because when I came out of the closet, I felt alone because I didn't really have anyone to relate to. Yeah, I just didn't have anyone around. Of course, it was a little,
It's isolating.
yeah, it's isolating. It's a little, there's a little tension between, you know, me and my parents. But it wasn't until, like, unfortunately, at a funeral that I went to, that I met a cousin of mine, and he was kind of like mentoring me. He would like open my mind to like different things where I thought like prostitution, like it's bad, blah blah blah. But it wasn't because I had a conversation with him, and he was like, "Sex work is people just trying to make a living. Why are we going to vilify that?"
It's okay that you thought that, because I thought the same thing too. We just weren't educated.
Exactly.
That's what it was. There was this taboo, just like how there was taboo. I mean, it still is to this day, about being gay, you know? It's just we weren't educated, but we've all progressed one way or another, you know?
Yeah, and I think like you really do see that in here when it comes to Juliet's mother towards the end of the book, where she's like, "Oh, I've been reading that book that you know, you've been talking about."
Yeah.
And you know that I was like, "Oh, like she's actually doing the fucking work.
She's trying." And you know what? I think that's all she wanted from her mom, was for her to try, because it's she knew her mom wasn't going to react, you know, probably in the best way, but I know she just wanted her mom to be a mother, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and you know what? Like, I'm glad this isn't one of those like gay stories that talk about being disowned and being on the streets and stuff like that.
I was probably, if I realized it was that story, I was going to tell you, abort,
abort.
Abort.
Get it out of here.
Get the fuck, because no, literally, that's not the type of story I wanted either, honestly. I did want something that was real, but I wanted wholesome.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I wanted I wanted real, I wanted wholesome. I didn't want to be fucking depressed when I fucking ended this book.
Yeah.
But I'm happy you had somebody to kind of help show you the way. I feel like I really got in touch with my bisexuality these past couple years. I went to my first We Hope Pride with you.
Hey.
And I definitely lived my best gay life.
Yeah, you did.
And I was just like, I love it, and I just can't wait just to keep on, you know, finding more of my people.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so good, like when you actually go out to like queer spaces, and you know, I mean, like, unfortunately, you know, queer spaces are shrinking in this day and age, but when you do find those spaces, it is so nice, because you're like, these are people who understand me.
Yeah, you like literally you found your people, and
like, sure, like, there are varying I think there are like degrees of being gay, and I don't mean it in an insulting way.
No, but you're so right though.
Yeah, and there are people who express their gender completely differently than how you would express your gender.
For sure.
And that is, you know, that's fine and all. And I love to see it, and I love to see the mixture of people taking it to the nth degree and people keeping it low key. You get to see this variation that, like, yeah, there are all sorts of people out there. Like, yes, you may be different, but you know, there is place for you here.
But that's what this community should be about. It should be a safe space.
Yes, exactly.
It should be a safe space for all to express themselves however they choose, as long as it's done in a respectful way. Which, you know, Harlow crossed that line many times of being just straight up disrespectful, you know?
Yeah.
So she kind of, I guess she gave her apology the best way she could to Juliet, you know? She's like, because that's how racism and white lesbian apologists bullshit works, you know? I love what Juliet said, though. She's like, I thought meeting you, working with you, just being around you would change my whole life. But wow, it's not even about you anymore. She's like, it was about me this whole time.
Yeah.
She found herself without realizing that she was lost, you know?
Yeah.
So she does this like cleansing. I think in her last day in Portland, she's getting ready to move back to, you know, back to the Bronx. And she's reflecting on her whole time in Portland and Harlow embarrassing her, Harlow apologizing, and how she discovered herself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's all just so beautiful to have that reflection because, you know, she's just like, trust your damn self, you know, trust the universe. And she's like, basically like, trust your body. She's like, I just finally knew what it was just to breathe.
Yeah.
I just loved the way it ended. And it was, at the end of the day, she was like, this is all about me. This is all me up in here.
Yeah. Because I think it just goes back to one of the characters that she met at Harlow's place, that young person. I forget their name. Right at the beginning.
Fen?
Ben, yes.
Yes.
So, you know, he decides that he wants to leave Harlow's place because he saw that Juliet was on her journey and he wanted to have a journey of himself. And I think that was really foreshadowing all of Juliet's experiences going to Portland and really finding herself, you know.
I think he kind of knew what was to come, and he just knew. He's like, you need to have this. I need to have my experience, and you need to have yours.
Yeah.
It's kind of that like tough love in a way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So she needed to have it, just like how we all have to go through it, you know?
Yeah.
Some people do have it more rough than others. But if I did meet 15-year-old Andre and he came out, I'd give him a hug.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think he really needed it.
I missed you by 3 years?
3 years.
3 years. But think of it like this. I know you got the rough end of the stick, but you opened up a safe space for your family, for other family members who wanted to come out.
Yeah.
You know, and you dealt with the heartbreak of it, but I like to think you came out stronger from it.
Oh, yeah. Now I just flaunt my, pardon the word, but it's my word, but I flaunt my faggotry.
I love faggotry. That's such a beautiful word because you know what? It's all about us taking power of it.
Yeah.
And everybody has their own experience, but that's what makes it beautiful. And it's up to you what you want to do with your experience.
Yeah. I mean, same goes for you. Like, I know that you haven't like officially came out.
Surprise.
It's a surprise. But, you know, I do hope that when the chance comes and when you're ready to go ahead and have that conversation, that you're completely, you know, you're confident and you're safe and you're secure.
Thank you. And that's what that's what I want to. And I would hope that's the case. I'll probably just start crying and saying it. you have it planned, you know?
Yeah.
My uncle, before he passed away, my mom was really close with him. He came out gay, or, you know, my grandpa, his dad, they didn't take it well either, you know? So he really had it rough growing up, and my mom saw that. My mom sympathized with him. So I know that when it comes for me to say it to the family, I know it'll be, who knows? It'll probably be like, oh, okay, finally she said something. Hello, I played with dinosaurs growing up. Oh, I made my sister's Barbie scissors, but you know, that's another story.
Yeah. And you like wrestling.
I love wrestling. Are you fucking kidding me? Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my God. Okay, that's enough.
That's enough. But another reason I do like this book is, even though there was some graphic nature, I feel like it is something that like a young adult, like I would say teens, could possibly read. Would you say?
I would say yeah. Well, you know, we get our sex education pretty early.
And it shouldn't be as taboo.
Yeah, it shouldn't, because people
they're going to do it regardless.
Yeah, people are going to do it regardless. You can't stop people. You can only give them the tools to, you know, be safe.
Literally, you can only educate them.
Exactly.
So I really do think this is high school friendly.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is like a banned book somewhere.
Oh, and that's what I love about it.
Sure it is.
Right.
But I think it brings up some really good topics of queer spaces and queer voices, especially people of color.
Yes.
And definitely, white allies, take a seat.
Yeah, no, and that's what they do say. Take a seat. We need allies. Don't get me wrong, but it is not about you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what an ally is. So yeah, it was definitely about, the power of being queer. It was about, identity crisis.
It's about the intersection of being queer and feminism.
Yes, exactly. And it was about family, and it had a lot of beautiful themes to it. I'm glad you enjoyed this though.
Yeah. Thanks for recommending it.
Yes. And and it's funny, in the process now you got to recommend me. I mean, you're always recommending me books.
I'm always recommending.
Oh.
I'm not going to shut the fuck up. The only time I will is when I'm dead.
And even then, I'm going to get the Ouija board and be like, what did you think of the new movie?
What did you think of this new movie?
Yeah, like, what did you think of this new comic book?
It's either going to spell out like good or shit.
Or shit.
Like, and just know if it spells shit, it's me.
You're like,
it's not some demon pretending to be me. It's me.
You're like, bring me Taco Bell.
Chalupa.
Oh my God, I love it. I feel like when you do stop recommending books to me, that's when you're mad. So
yeah.
So
just know. By the way, I want to take this moment on the podcast to call out Zach in our group chat for not responding to any of the books that we have talked about. So Zach, get your shit together.
I even brought it up. I was like, look, besties, I love the memes in here.
They're fun,
but can you tell them what the name of that group chat is?
What, comic book club?
Comic book club, not meme club.
Yeah. Well, tell it to your best friend.
That's your best friend.
That's your best friend number 2. I'm number 1.
Oh, Melinda.
Well, actually, I'm probably number 3 or 4.
You're not number 4.
Because, I mean, there's Melinda and
okay.
There's Nadine.
My top 4.
And isn't Myra's
family.
Okay.
Nadine's family.
Okay. So I'm number 2. That's fine. I'm cool with that. As long as I'm on the podium, I'm great.
You are number 2, but just don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do you think number 1 is?
That's Mel.
Yes. That's my bitch.
Yeah, I know.
We love you, Mel.
We love you, Mel. Please listen.
We love you too, Zach.
All right, everyone. So that was Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Rivera and art by Celia Mascote.
Thank you for opening up today, Andre.
Thank you for opening up.
Yes, I thought it was important for this book.
Yeah, of course. I think the topics are very relevant to our experiences as people.
It really is.
All right, so next on the docket, we have a comic swap. That's right. Miles just came over the other day and he gave me a book and he says, we're doing a comic swap.
I don't even know what that is.
So basically, the premise of this is me and Miles grab a book and we swap it with each other and we tell each other what we think about the book.
Cute.
Yeah, so it's something he knows I've never read and I give him something that I know he's never read.
Am I being kicked off of the next episode?
Yes.
I like that it ended perfectly. That's fine. I get a week off.
No, it's okay. No, I don't know when we're doing this one, but it is next.
That's cute.
Yeah. After that, we do have more on the docket, so just stay tuned, everybody.
We love you.
We love you. My name is Andre, signing off.
My name is Jackie.